So Nike have just pulled one of the most genius, and I mean this, genius Caitlyn Clark hype things we've seen. And I am very impressed because I was not high on what Nike had done. I thought Nike had done a lot of really bad things with Caitlyn. I didn't know if Nike were even capable of doing something good with Caitlyn, but they are. They absolutely are capable, and what they've done right here is impressive. So, they made the entire, entirety of Caitlyn Clark's kind of trailer about from anywhere, about shooting from anywhere, which is obviously important. Again, I think Caitlyn Clark's a better passer than she is shooter. That's beside the point. But Caitlyn Clark has proved you can make it from anywhere. Caitlyn, can you make it from there? Where she's just shooting from deep. And the whole thing is about, like, how about from here? And I think that is kind of perfect because you've got all these people saying, oh, Caitlyn can't make them here. By the way, this one's really, really annoying. I'm going to talk about this later. That why is like, oh, from here, and they're talking about the international fans. But I'm like, man, you literally can't. People are talking about the international fans, but you can't actually get anything Caitlyn Clark related. You cannot get anything Caitlyn Clark related in Europe. It is the most frustrating thing ever. You can't get anything Caitlyn related in Europe. But everything is about that from anywhere. And I saw a post from that I thought was really interesting from Lethal Shooter. I can't even find it. But Lethal Shooter, again, I think this is, you know what? You have to disclose it if it's paid. You have to disclose this if it's paid. Caitlyn Clark understands that she's one of the best shooters of all time. Now it's time to prove that you're a shooter also. Get creative and share your own trick shot video using hashtag from anywhere, hashtag team Nike, hashtag Nike basketball. I don't know if this is an ad, but this is really smart. We need Michael Jordan and Larry Bird to reunite for one with Caitlyn Clark, one of the best shooters of all time. I'm going to say one of the most impactful shooters of all time. You know what? Like, there are people that put that say because what someone did in college, they're one of the best shooters of all time. She's easily one of the best deep three shooters of all time. She's some of the best range of all time. And you have now got a big social media person, Lethal Shooter, essentially starting the Caitlyn Clark challenge, where it's like basically being like where you can shoot from, and this is something that it's basically a trick shot challenge from anywhere. Hashtag from anywhere. Has anyone done anything really on this here? Not really on Twitter, to be fair. And it is Christmas Day. If there are people, I would hope that there aren't that many people spending time on Christmas Day taking full court shots. That's like something I'd do. That's like something I would do. So yeah, maybe not the ideal scenario, but that is like something I would do. So hashtag from anywhere. And I can't find anything here, can I? Hashtag from anywhere. So obviously paid partnership. And they've got obviously a paid partnership with the GOAT Jesser. Shout out Jesser. Oh, that's an insane trick shot. And obviously paid partnership with Nike. They've gotten a lot of people, a lot of the biggest content creators to do a paid partnership with them for Caitlyn Clark. Nike, if you want to give me some money, not even if you want to give me some money, if you just want to ship me some Caitlyn Clark gear, I'll do something. Like I got access to a court. I'll chuck from 3/4. I'll make from 3/4 court. Nike, if you want to just send me some I'm in Europe, I can buy the gear. If you want to just send me some Caitlyn Clark gear, I'll do it. You don't even need to pay me. But the amount of big things you're seeing here from obviously from a lot of influencers, and I do think it's going to be one of those things where it's like you're going to see a lot of people making that type of doing those type of challenges, trying to hit from Caitlyn range. And I think long term, the goal from Nike, what will sell is like people my age remember when Jimmer range meant something. People my age my age, like, remember when Curry range first became a thing. But for me, Jimmer range was different. The way, like, people were literally, for a brief period in time, people, when they threw a ball into a bin, they said, they shouted Jimmer. Very few of them. Very, 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 very short period of time. But there were people that shouted Jimmer instead of Kobe. But now it's the stage where people might start, if they throw from really far away, start shouting Caitlyn Clark. Or shouting Caitlyn. Because at the end of the day, look, it's genuinely a big thing. It is a big thing. And once that becomes mainstream, that Caitlyn Clark becomes synonymous with long range shooting and not just like, and it becomes a kind of brand thing, Nike will sell so much shit. They will sell so much shit about that. Like, there is nothing more exciting in basketball than the deep three. And I don't care what anyone says. There's a reason why Stephen Curry is the most popular player in the sport, and Caitlyn sells more jerseys than LeBron. Stephen Curry has been the most popular player in the sport for a decade. And the reason? The long ball is the most exciting thing. Because the ball just goes flying out of someone's hand and lands in the basket. It is the most exciting thing. So yeah, look, for me anyway, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And I got to give credit where credit's due to Nike. I think Nike did it perfectly. I think Nike have branded this perfectly. They have now. There was Be Like Mike. And it's not going to be Like Caitlyn. Doesn't sound right. But Caitlyn range, shooting from Caitlyn range, and if it becomes a thing where, and it is to a lesser extent, where you see kids, obviously you know the whole thing being like, oh, Steph Curry ruined the game because kids are all shooting threes. If it's now a thing where kids are just joking around, chucking half-court shots, shouting Caitlyn Clark, that's obviously what they're wanting. That's obviously what the goal for the goal for the team is, or for goal for her is with Nike. And I think long term, as long as Caitlyn keeps showing up on the court, which I have no doubt she will, this is going to be Nike's most profitable partnership. Because as good as, like, there is a world where Paige Bueckers ends up as a better player than Caitlyn Clark. Do I think that world will be a thing? No, but there is a world where that happens. There is no female basketball player's game that will bring fans like Caitlyn Clark's. Like, Shea does not have will not bring in the viewership of Prime Steph, of Magic Johnson, of Luka Doncic. And reality is like Paige is slightly lesser Shea. Whereas you're looking at Magic Johnson with Jimmer range. Or now with her own thing with Caitlyn range. It's like there's a 2K badge that only she possesses just called Caitlyn range. And it's at the stage now where I think 2K could get on the fucking bandwagon and rename Limitless Range to, just like they had Dream Shake for Hakeem, rename Limitless Range to Caitlyn range. They could go fuck about and do that. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.